Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. Today I am bringing you the Hartford Series, and this is episode 5, so without further ado, let's jump in and see what's going on with Sierra, Kiera, and Waylon. Okay, so picking up where we left off, we know that Sierra did cause the demise of her mother, and everyone in the house is pretty upset. She, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be too bothered by this turn of events. She is sad that everyone else, I guess, is sad, but she is not bothered. She is really not bothered by it. Alright, and it does look like they are off to school, and Waylon here is very, very sad. So it does say he is a widower. Few things are sadder than when spouses are separated by death, and he is mourning the death of a loved one. The death of a loved one affects those closest to them. Sims can mourn at a tombstone to feel more at peace. So I am going to go ahead and get him to come over, and he can definitely mourn Juliet, and maybe that will make him feel a little bit better. Probably not, but we can hope. So he is obviously in a bad way, and Wesley has reached out offering his condolences for the loss of his mom to his dad as well. And yeah, I mean, it is really unfortunate that this has taken place. But, I mean, to be completely honest, I think it was something that we really expected. I mean, Sierra never got on with her mom, and maybe a bit of Juliet's distance from her was, possibly her blaming herself for the fact that she got sick and lost her hearing in the first place. But as a kid, you don't realize that there's underlying feelings that maybe cause a parent's behavior. You just think, oh, well, they don't like me, or they don't love me, or they don't want me, or whatever, because you're a kid and you can't understand those feelings on a larger scale because, well, you're a child. So that is kind of where we stand with that. And as unfortunate as it is, here we are. So I think the biggest thing now that we have to worry about is obviously Kiera is suspicious of Sierra and how the turn of events happened with Juliet. So I do think that Kiera is going to want to know, like, what have you done? What happened? I know there's more to this story, and I want to know what happened. And I want you to tell me what happened. And I think, unfortunately, Sierra isn't going to want to be questioned. I don't think she's going to enjoy that very much. But also, we know that Kiera is the closest one to Sierra, so I don't think that she would maybe turn on her, but I do think there is potential there, especially considering she is a newly turned vampire, that she hasn't yet learned how to control those emotions, and because of that, there really is no telling what could happen or what could take place. So can you clean that up there, bud? Thanks. And so overall, I think that, we do need to make sure that we are careful with how much Kiera pushes Sierra for answers and things of that nature, because otherwise it could be a very, very bad road that we are about to go down. But I do think that everyone is kind of tense, because even Waylon was kind of like, oh, it's all fun and games, she doesn't mean us any harm. Unfortunately, the issue is that her just fooling around, not meaning any harm, killed his wife. And as you can see, he is really, really, really struggling with the loss of his wife. They were very close. They had a very loving relationship, and now she is gone. So yeah, that's never a good thing to be in a position where the person that you love most in life has gone. I mean, the person who mothered your 3 kids, and I really feel bad for him. Like, Now he's just going to waste away his retirement sitting in this bloody rocking chair watching television until he dies. Like, this is his life now. With no wife. Just 2 girls. I just love detailed things. Like, it's the news, but okay. You can watch the classics. There's no sign language interpreter on today's program. Aw. That's sad. He's mad that there's not a sign language interpreter on the television program. I mean, I could see that being a thing that would bother him, especially considering he knows sign language and his daughter used to be deaf. She, you know, got what she wanted, and she is a vampire, and she has her hearing back, and she's strong and powerful and can live forever, but yeah. So I am just going to actually go ahead, and we could totally sit here and watch Waylon drown in tears and watch this classic show, but that just doesn't seem like fun to me. So we're going to fast forward until the girls get home from school so we can see how they're doing after the loss of their mother and their first day back of school since losing their mom. So Sierra just got a text from Morgan saying, hey, we'd love for you to join the Renegades. What do you think? So I'm actually going to go ahead and let her join the Renegades. I think it's actually quite funny that Kiera, I keep mentioning this, but she was supposed to be the bad one, and so I would have thought she would have been the one that would have wanted to join the Renegades. But then you have Sierra, who actually was the dark, twisted sister that had this outer appearance of fluffy and romantic, and the inside of her is dark and evil, and she's a vampire now, and she's a bad girl, and yep, so she's gonna join the Renegades. I don't know what she's gonna be able to do with them, but and she's gonna skip school to go to visit with them. So yeah, that's fun for us. Let's go see how that turns out. So thankfully it is a rainy day, so she's okay to be outside, because I thought to myself, you know, this could actually be pretty bad, because I'm gonna have her go over there and kind of make fun of her brother's sadness, because, you know, she's a jerk. But I am just going to let her go ahead and kind of get to know all of these members of the Renegades, and then she can maybe befriend some of them. It is, like I said, a rainy day, so there is no reason for her to worry as far as being outside in the rain. She is now in this. She's like, haha, I love how you're sad. Like, why are you even sad about this? Oh, because she was such a great mom, yeah? Well, she wasn't a great mom to me, so I'm glad you seem to think so, but clearly we didn't have the same upbringing. And he's like, Sierra, I can't believe that you would be like that. Like, this was our mother. Yeah, she was your mother. To me, she was nobody. So Sierra has a lot of rage where Juliet is concerned, but we are going to just go ahead and, you know, get to know the group members and make some friendships here. And I'm, you know, like I said, really glad that it's raining, because otherwise we'd be burning to death. So she's in here fixing the shower, or breaking the shower. Oh yeah, we're sabotaging stuff. That's what we're doing. Okay. This is right up her alley. Look how sad he is, though. He's just like, I cannot believe this. Like, who are you? Who have you even become? You are not the sister that I remember growing up. You know, like, I don't even understand. She's like, there are so many years between us. Clearly we weren't planned, and you are out on your own. You didn't see the upbringing that we had, because you're an adult. We are teenagers. Like, there's a huge age gap there. So the mother that raised you is a very different mother that raised us. So she is just really, really bitter, and she holds a lot of hatred and angst when it comes to her parents. I don't think she is that upset when it comes to like Waylon, because he at least did try. He was there for the girls. He went out of his way to learn sign. Like, he did make an effort, but yeah. We want to meet her? She's like, no, I want to go break a toilet. What have we got going on here? I should go. Me and that person don't get along. I feel weird being near them. So yeah, so like her and her brother just are not getting on because they have a difference of opinion when it comes to their mom. And she's just like, I need to get as fast away from him as I can because, yeah. Not to mention the fact that she's an introvert. So probably all of this, he's carrying an umbrella indoors. We gotta love that. Probably all of these people being around doesn't necessarily make her very happy, but overall I think she's doing okay. And as you can see, Kira had a great day at school, so her studies are going great, which we would expect no less. And meanwhile, Sierra has skipped school and she is out with the bad kids destroying public property because that's what they do. But she is kind of miserable being around this group of people, so I do think I'm going to have her go home and see how Kiara is doing, because I do think that she, out of everybody, would be concerned with Kiara. And honestly, she's still at that point where she's trying to convince Kiara that, you know, this is the way to go. Like, you don't have to worry about being sick ever, or ever growing old, or frail, or weak like mortal humans. Like, we could have anything and everything we wanted. We would live forever. All right, and so I think she is at that place where she's trying to sell it, basically. Okay, so as you can see, we have gotten back to the house, and it is a sunny day here, so you should probably get yourself into the house. But I do think that she is going to go in and... Vampires are sizzling. Yeah, get in the house. Where is Kiara? Okay, she's in her sister's room. She's like, okay, there's got to be something on this computer. And I think she's just going to come up and be like, what are you doing touching my things? And why are you in my... Why don't you have a hand? Why are you in my room? What are you looking for? Don't tell me that you're still upset about us losing our mother. Like, are you kidding? Okay, fine. Here, let me give you a hug. Now look, everything's gonna be good. You know. So let's just talk about, you know, my interest in vampirism. I still think that it's something that you should consider. And I think Kira is going to be like, what did you do? Honestly, what did you do? I just need to know, Sierra, I just need to know what happened with you and Mom. Can you please just tell me what happened? So I think Kira would be like, I understand that you have gone through a lot, and I understand that you never really got along with Mom and Dad. I understand all of that, Sierra. Like, I was there growing up alongside you. We're twins. Like, I understand at a level you probably don't even understand that I understand. But I don't understand what this is about with this vampire love, and like, I don't know what it is that you are... Like, what is it that you are trying to accomplish here? Like, we need to discuss this further. Like, what were you thinking? And honestly, when you and Mom were fighting, like, what happened? Please tell me what happened. Honestly, like, what are you doing? I don't know why she's kissing the air, but she's practicing flirting or something. But like, tell me what happened with you and Mom. I know you guys had a fight. I saw you drink from her, and then I woke up and she was gone. Sierra, don't walk away from me when I'm talking to you. So Sierra's like, obviously she is not ready to hear this. Can you get up? We're not done with this conversation. I want you to come in here and cry about your mom's death. And then we're gonna ask her. So as you can see, everyone's in here and they're kind of doing like a bit of an intervention for Sierra, and they're just like, we need to know what happened. And she's like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. This conversation is over. All you need to understand is that I've changed. I made a decision for myself, and I am no longer the little Sierra that everyone can walk all over. And Kiera's like, I can't deal with this. And Waylon's like, Sierra, you are my daughter. You have always been my daughter. You are always going to be my daughter. And she's like, I don't really know about that, Dad. I really don't think you understand. And so she's walked out on him as well. And Kiera is so upset by the loss of her mom that I think she may be going through a bit of depression because she keeps going to bed. And as you can see, she is just bored to tears. She's like, this is the most boring family. This is the most boring life that they lead. And how in the world did I get stuck with this family? Honestly, like, how? Me. Like, how did I get stuck with this family? I mean, look at me. I'm powerful and I'm the superior being. And here I am with this family, and everyone is just crying and carrying on about this woman who really, let's face it, really didn't take care of us. Or, like, what? This coffee junkie? Like, really, who cares? And I think Waylon is going to come down and he's just going to say to her, like, I need you to understand that... I need you to understand that this can't happen. You cannot do these things. You can't go around and do whatever you want and think that you can, you know, you just can't, Sierra. You can't skip school. You can't hang out with these people. You've gone and made all these decisions for yourself, and it's not acceptable. And she's like, Dad, you're messing with the wrong one. I don't want to have this conversation with you. I already had it out with Mom, and this is not happening. And he's like, young lady, I don't know what you think, but you need to calm down. This is not okay. What you're doing, none of it is okay. I need you to understand that we just lost your mother. The love of my life is gone. And I need to know why. And I need to know what you have done. And I think she would be like, Dad, you don't really want to know. Honestly, you don't. And I am very sorry that you lost your wife. I am. But there's nothing I can do to change that. And you need to stop putting rules on me. You need to stop trying to run my life. I am a person with more power than you will ever know. You are immortal. I am a vampire. We on completely different levels.
Domiba ka, Banachi Saspa, Bayiba Doyim, Frispa Krosh.
She's like, Dad, I'm not going to keep having these arguments with you. And he's like, young lady, I don't know what happened with you and your mother, but I'm not going to stand for it. You can either straighten up and change your ways, or you and I, we're not going to be seeing eye to eye. And this is my house. And I think she's kind of like, you don't get to talk to me like that. You don't ever get to talk to me like that ever again. I am never going to be looked over and put down and pushed in a corner and ignored again. You are just a more mortal, fragile human. And he's like, Sierra, I'm warning you. And she's like, Dad, I'm warning you. He's like, I'm not playing games. And she's like, you know what? Clearly, you need to learn the same lesson that Mom learned. So in her anger, once again, she has lashed out at a parent. And I think that Kiera is going to come down and she's just going to say, Like, what in the dear God? Like, you are the reason that we're sad. You are the reason that we're crying. You are the reason that we are feeling the way that we're feeling. And I don't know what or who you think you are, but I'm done. I'm done dealing with this. You need to either get right or get out. Because as far as I'm concerned, you and I, we are nothing alike. We may be twins, but you're not the sister that I grew up with. So she's going to insult her existence of being a vampire. She's going to basically insult her existence, period. Like, you, whatever you've become, you have killed the one thing that I loved, and that was my sister. And you, this, whatever you are now, you're not my sister anymore. And I don't want to have anything to do with you. You are the reason for everything that's going horribly wrong. And I'm done. And you need to leave. So they're going to get into a fight. And I don't think that she is in any shape, form, or fashion in any place where she is like, I want to be with you for eternity. Like, as far as I know, she's just like, we're done. We're over with.
So take me on a trip,
And now the girls despise each other. And let's see who won that fight. So she maybe won the fight. Got into a fight which left her physically uncomfortable. She should go. No, for the last time, a middle finger does not count as part of the SSL alphabet. That's funny. She's feeling hurt by the things that Kiera said to her, and she doesn't feel like a winner because they obviously are fighting, but not only that, she also obviously beat her sister up. But it did take some damage for her, and it has ruined their relationship. And I think that Kiera is just going to tell her, like, I'm done. We are done with this relationship, and you are no longer allowed here, and you need to leave. And so she's going to tell her, like, I'm not going to lose another parent to you and your crap, basically. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. And so I do think that, you know, she would basically just say, like, that's fine, both of you are just mortals and you're never going to understand who I am or what I am, and clearly you can't accept me. And Kiera's like, no, clearly you can't understand that our parents are important and you're trying to pick them off one by one, and I am not willing to allow that to take place. So I would rather you leave and us never speak again, and me never have you darken my doorstep, than to lose another family member to you. Both of them are missing a hand, by the way. So this fight has really, she decided to go have some self-woohoo because she's that upset she needed to get herself out of here. But as you can see, we are going to, I'm sorry, you don't live here anymore. She's going to leave because she's no longer, okay, she's turned herself into a vampire again. What are you about to do? I don't know. Go look at a painting. Okay, well, that's fine. But I really think that you need to go. Nobody wants you here, so we're going to have her go ahead and move out. Okay, so we have arrived at Sierra's new house, and as you can see, it is in pretty rough shape. But we are in Forgotten Hollow. A couch and a coffee table, but no television, no computer. Like, she's left behind all of her lavish furnished everything, where she wanted for nothing, and she is on her own with no family, with no one, and she is a new baby vampire and no money, no job. She's in high school. She has her bathroom I was able to do, and then she has her coffin to sleep in and a dresser. So as she gets some money, I will go ahead and decorate this a little bit more thoroughly, but as of right now, yeah, just the basics. I had to open her a bank account, and so the money went there because we are going to need to pay the property taxes and our bills, because being an adult sucks sometimes. So let's go ahead and have her go in. But as you can see, she is really, really sad with her emotions. She is really upset about fighting with Kiera. She is not happy about the fact that they have, first of all, fought in the first place. Kiera is the most important person in this planet to her. But yeah, she, it's not ideal. So she is just, you know, she's confident because she won that fight, because she's, like she said, a very powerful vampire, and nothing can hurt her and nothing can stop her. But I don't think she understood that making an enemy of her sister was going to be a lonely life. Like, Waylon is not going to live forever, and her sister hates her guts. So what this series is going to hold for her, because as we know, Sierra does want Kiera to be a vampire, and I would think that at this present time, Kiera is probably, especially after she loses Waylon as well, I think that she is going to look at Sierra very bitterly and with a lot of hatred, because she's lost her mother in a horrible, tragic way, but then very closely came to losing her father in the same manner. And so I do think that, you know, it's a good possibility that Kiera may come back to haunt us a little bit, and we'll just have to see how that goes. But for now, we are here on our own in this house with really nothing to do. She doesn't have any money, so we can't even, I don't think we can even purchase. Yeah, we're gonna have to go around and see if we can maybe find her some plasma fruit. Otherwise, she's gonna keep drinking from humans. I don't know if she's even a person that wants to drink plasma fruit. She may actually want to be that person that drinks from humans. So let me know what you thought of this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live. Let me know if you think that Kiera is going to come in the future here, and she's going to come after Sierra and try to harm her in some way, or what do you think Kiera's going to do about this loss of her mother and potential loss of, well, the attempted loss, I guess, of her father, and knowing that her sister, her twin sister no less, was to blame for that. And I will see you guys in the next Hartford Series episode. So until then, bye y'all.